Bentornati! Welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. My god, this mod pack is amazing. First of all, sorry if my voice is a little bit weird or if you hear me sniffling, but I caught myself an ice cold. Wait, no, that sounded weird, like ice cold. No, a nice little cold, as in my nose is stuffed and runny, and my eyes are a little bit, on the red side. Yeah, I'm not doing great. I mean, all in all, it's not a big deal. I'm vaccinated, boosted, and all that good stuff. So I should be okay. It's just in my voice, it's not right there. However, I can't wait to play this game anymore, and I don't know what, chunk loading is doing there in the background. I should have bumped it up just for this screen here. But as I was saying, as much as I love doing, off-camera stuff, because even grinding in this mod pack is fairly enjoyable, I just wanted to progress a little bit. And some progress I did. Let me show you, because I don't think you've seen that. Okay, let's get there. Let's get close. And here we are, close to our now restored windmill. But let's have the signs speak. So, what happened since last episode? Off-camera progress. Windmill has been rebuilt and sped up. And also we need to add chutes to that. This is the windmill. As you can see, there's more sails on it. That's what, like 8 times 4, 32 sails on a single windmill. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's already rotating faster. And then I added a bunch more cogs inside, and the result is this millstone that is going like warp speed. Like that looks very dangerous. And in order for this little build to be complete, we need 2 chutes. Chutes are like hoppers, just a little bit simpler. So you know what? Let's go make a couple of chutes, because it should be fairly simple. Let's look at this like chute. Is it chute or chutes? No, wait, we cannot do chutes right now because we need iron sheets, right? So let me add this to my favorite list in here. So iron sheets are made by pressing. So we need a mechanical press. We are going to create machines. That's weird. We're going to create machines in this episode, guys. Mechanical press. So add this. It's a combination, add a smithing table. This is not a classic create recipe, by the way. This is specific to this mod pack. It's a combination of an andesite machine and a block of iron. I think a block of iron is fairly easy to remember, but I need a smithing table. I need to craft that. And we will need to craft some andesite machines. Let's look at andesite machines. Now, the andesite machines can be automated, or I think specifically the kinetic mechanisms needed, as you can see in spades to make even just one, can be automated. So let me show you. So andesite casing, extremely easy, but kinetic mechanism. This is the manual recipe. So some form of log, a small cogwheel, andesite alloy, and a saw that will take durability damage, but all in all, you're gonna use the same one for a long time. Or the automated version is through sequenced assembly. We are not really close to that. We're not gonna be able for sure to do that in this episode, but at some point we will automate that. Actually, the mod pack really wants you to automate that. For sure, that's a goal. Let's wait for the stone saw, because I definitely want that. Okay, so I added something in the queue here. Let's finish up looking at this and then we'll get crafting. I went ahead and explored a little bit, went around. Actually, let me show you. Let me zoom out. Let everything load in. Yep, I did sail around a little bit. I was mainly looking for a jungle, because I wanted cocoa, to be honest. Like, that was my objective. I didn't find the junk, but I got sand, gravel, and clay because we want to make grout. I think that we can do right now. And we need to make grout because we need to craft a tinker's melter. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that's going to be pretty easy. Let's grab some of this sand, and some of this gravel. I don't remember the exact ratio, but if I look at grout here, we can do 48. What am I missing? I'm missing sand. Give me more sand. Let's make a stack. Yup. Well, that's a little bit more than a stack. Yeah, it was 8 per. This is 8 stacks. You know what? We are gonna use tinkers in this mod pack. I hope you like grout, because I'm gonna put some grout in your grout. Okay, let's fire up the furnaces. Get this party started. It's the grout party. And the rest is gonna get in here, and now I don't have sand anymore. I'm a little bit sad about sand. Okay, sorry. Let's get back in here. So I got that, and now it's all gone because it's all grout. I mean, it's great that it's grout. Okay, I gotta stop that. But good news, we can automate sand and gravel with strainers. Let's look at strainers. Why am I writing in all caps? It doesn't make sense. Strainers. So we need strainers base, which by the way is made at the smithing table with andesite machine and iron bars. So again, it's about time we make that smithing table. And then a sediment strainer. Sediment strainer, pretty easy. Canvas. And canvas is just for straw. You know what? I can go ahead and pick up a little bit of straw from here. Let's do like this maybe. And we can have like 8 canvas. Let's have I mean, we needed 3, but let's do maybe another, what, 2? No. Let's do multiples of 3, right? Which is not 11. 11 is not 12. 12 is cool. 12 is a nice number, isn't it? A dozen. I like that. Do we actually want to make that now? Well, right now we want to sleep. Then, after that, what we want to do is come here, sediment strainer, and we got 4. You know, look at that. We can't use them at the moment because we need the machines and stuff, but we'll do that. Then I mine some copper and zinc and lapis, and that has something to do with skipping up ahead just a little bit because I want to be able to fully use Tinker's tools, which also means getting the not luck, yeah, luck, the luck thing on them. If I look at, for example, at the anvil, so we could make a Tinker's anvil with blocks of brass. Look at this. It's amazing, right? And then you use this to apply modifiers. I always forget this word, modifier. And between, or among, I should say, the modifiers, there's looting or luck, right? So we can make a Tinker's pick with luck. And for that, you need some copper, some lapis, and some form of blue flower. Then to make it even luckier, you need gold, golden carrots, and we have those, and then a couple of ender pearls. If we get there, I know how to get ender pearls, because in the random looting thingamajigs, I have a nebulous heart, and that can be, I think, turned into 3 ender pearls. Ender purses, which is fantastic. So we can, if we want, get all the way there. And how are you gonna make, Mr. Onion, the brass? I hear you asking. So the brass is going to be made by casting molten brass, and the molten brass we can get from mixing liquid copper with liquid zinc. The liquid is gonna come from the melter, and then we need this. So let's add a mechanical mixer to the list. A mechanical mixer is a combination of this plus a whisk, and a whisk is this and the iron sheets we get from pressing. So that's why I mined that, which is why I was explaining a second ago. And I also explored for random loot. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling okay. And this is the random loot, or the random root, or whatever you want to call it, right? I mean, it's stuff. We'll get to use that at some point. Now, let's get back to what we're gonna do in this episode. Oh, we need to start collecting resin. Yes, we need to start collecting resin. Why? Why resin? You may ask. I hear you asking. Now, resin is collected with arboreal extractors from a tree. And the thing is, with resin, you press the resin into rubber. Then you smelt the rubber into cured rubber. And the cured rubber is needed for mechanical belts, which are one of the staples of create automation. And for sure, we want to get into all that. However, all of this is gated behind machines. So as soon as I stop reading stupid stuff that I wrote, we'll get to crafting a bunch of machines. Then, of course, we will craft the Tinker's melter with the grout that is smelting in there. And we're gonna automate crushed ore to ingot recipe, maybe, if we get there. Which means all the way from crushed ore, gets in the mill, gets milled, and then gets in a melter, gets molten, I guess, and then gets cast into ingot form. That could be cool and nice, right? Then, if we get there in time, we can skip ahead and make brass. And then, if we have brass and have the anvil, we can add luck to a tinker's pick. Wow, I'm excited. Let's try and actually do some of that instead of just talking. So we start with, I guess, a bunch of andesite casing. That should be fairly easy. Andesite casing. Let's get oak logs. Let's get andesite. And now let's try and refrain and not make like several hundreds of these. Okay? Let's make 12. Didn't I say that 12 is a very nice round number? I think I did. I have this egg in here. And you know, okay, now I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. By the way, the rich soil organic compost conversion is exceptionally good for growing mushrooms. Exceptionally good. More about farming and also converting all that goodness into coins in a later episode, guys. So back in here, let me munch on this for a second. So back in here, we have the andesite casings. Now we need the kinetic mechanisms. In order to do that, we need a stone saw. So stone saw. Let me get some cobblestone. Why do I have this in my inventory? I don't know. We need 3 of these. Cool. Then we need some, whatchamacallit, flint. 1 piece. Thank you. Back in here. Stone saw. Craft done. It's gonna be reusable, even though it's gonna lose some durability. Now we should be almost ready to do this. We need the cog wheels. I should have a bunch in here already. I have 24. What am I thinking? I need to get to a multiple of 8, I think. Let's use some of these cog wheels. Yes. I mean, these comes in... They do come in multiples of 8, right? 56. 8 times 8 is 56, guys. I don't know if you knew that. It's fairly interesting as far as multiplications go. But yeah, that should be enough. Okay, this doesn't exactly populate everything in there. Let's try and do something like this, maybe. And then let's not craft 58 of those things. Let's make maybe... Okay, this also needs to be in multiples of 8. Let's do 16. Well, 16 is just 2 machines. Well, let's start With one? Nah. 2 machines. I guess I'm gonna make at least 4 machines. At the very least. We're gonna make many more machines than that, but boom. 32 kinetic mechanisms. Amazing, love that. And they become 4 andesite machines. I mean, I had more casings in there, but let's start with that, okay? Let's just start with that. Then, we have these. In order to turn these into anything else, there's actually 2 things that you do with them. One is the smithing table, which we saw. It's used to combine those with something else. And let's make the smithing table, because I don't have it right now. I don't remember if there was one maybe in a village, but whatever. It's 2 iron ingots. A smithing table. I'm tempted to put it in here because I have the stone cutter in here, but I guess for now, for the sake of simplicity, it's gonna go here. Then we can use this to make the mechanical press. I just need a block of iron. Let's do that because mechanical press is needed for sure. Let's see, can I do this in a cool way like this? Yeah, that should be 9, and then I press K. If you don't know this trick, if you have enough and you're in the appropriate crafting grade, you press K to compress to the appropriate recipe. Compressing means the entire grid filled with the same type of deal. So now we have the block, we have the andesite machine. Boom, mechanical press. Amazing. Now the only thing we need to do is to take one of these things, and I mean most probably one that doesn't go this fast. Maybe this one. However, we need to convert downward, let's say, motion into horizontal motion. I could do that with 2 big wheels. However, I could even do a how's it called? Like gearbox? Gearboxes. How do you make a gearbox? This is super quick and easy. Give me a gearbox. I need to convert this into vertical though. That's it, vertical gearbox. Amazing. In here, why not? You wanna go in here, dude? No, that's too low. Even for me, that's too low. Do this. And I'm gonna replace it at some point. Maybe I want it this way. I'm gonna find a better, place for all of this at some point. Now, this thing is gonna press down. Why don't we test it with something like a couple of iron ingots? In theory, if this is placed correctly and I throw something in there, this is not placed correctly. And I think because it's a little bit too high, and we can solve that with a depot or something like that. And it should be fairly easy to do craft. So let's look at it. So this will ensure correct positioning of the stuff you want to smash. Let's see. Oh, fantastic. Bonk. The press goes bonk. That's amazing. Fantastic. 2 plates. So that works. That works, and I can remove it from here and here and here. What else? What else? Oh, right. I wanted to make some strainers. Did I see? Oh no, it's in the minimap. Creepers. I'm always a little bit terrified of creepers. So now that we have machines, now that we can press ingots, right? We can also make the strainers, right? Strainer bases. Because again, strainer base is gonna allow us to... What was that? It's gonna allow us to passively collect sand and clay, right? Oh, I need iron bars. Okay, I can do that. Iron bars. incoming. I think I'm gonna make just one. Well, I get 16 of these. I think I'm gonna make just one strainer base for now in here, like this and this, just to demonstrate. So strainer base, I have a bunch of sediment strainer. I'm gonna only get one for now. I think, yeah, I freed some space in here. So strainer base, the strainer base needs to have this actual strainer at the top of it. So let's do like this. Let's remove a few blocks in there. Strainer base goes in there. And you see this is the space for the sediment strainer, which goes in here. So this is now active. This sediment strainer will be good for 300 actions of collecting stuff. So it's gonna take a while. You see there's even, you know, the gauge indicator. And I guess in a few seconds we should see a first item coming in. Let's see. What is that? 70, 80%? 90? Come on. See? Sand, orange sand in this case. But you can also press U in here to see what you're gonna get. So it's gonna be, I guess, a 25% chance of getting either type of sand or clay. So actually 25% chance of clay, 75% chance of some kind of sand. But it's passive. I don't need to do anything in there apart from maybe replacing the strainer once in a while and collecting the stuff, of course. But I mean, I could even like maybe set it up, you know, high up there with then chutes collecting the stuff and, you know, percolating down. Is that even a word? Percolating? It's I mean, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So strainers done. All right, the chutes. Give me a second though. Okay, chutes. I was about to forget the chutes. Chutes are amazing. One though. I mean, you search for one and then you see just 2 iron sheets and you make 4 chutes. Now these are like hoppers. Opposed, or I should say the difference between a hopper and a chute is that chute doesn't have an inventory. This is also good and bad. So you need something to hold items on top of it. You cannot like right click, see? You cannot access the inventory of the chute because there's no inventory. But at the same time, it means that if this thing cannot accept something, the chute will not collect that something from above it, which in some situations is actually a good thing. So this is fully automated grinding of things. Let's test that. Let me see. Do I have something that I want to grind? I may want to grind this flax, for example, or even some ore. You know, I don't have a lot of ore because I want to wait to have mining. What mining? I want to wait for luck in order to start grinding stuff. That's what I wanted to say. Let's try with 16 crushed iron ore. Okay. But in there should be entirely automatic now. There you go. It's in the millstone. The millstone is grinding. Light speed. And look, as soon as it's ready, it goes down into the chest. Amazing. Fantastic. So that is done. Chutes are done. Then, I think I have grout at this point, so I can start thinking about making the Tinker's melter. Yes, let's make the Tinker's melter. Not smelter, but the Tinker's melter right now. Okay. Seared bricks. Seared bricks. Seared bricks. Guess what? What is in here? Seared bricks. I mean, could have been a duck, but it's bricks instead. Put this away and maybe nothing. This and this. Okay, I freed some space. So what do we do with seared bricks? We need the melter, right? Now, seared melter needs some form of seared glass. And for some form of seared glass, we need some form of glass. That kind of makes sense if you think about it. Let's do... What's the difference between a fuel gauge? Can this work? Can this sealed glass work? No, not really. Oh, it's several kinds because it can probably work in the... What am I talking about? It's not several types, it's just several types of glass. So, let's just do this. And then the only use of this is to make the seared melter. So we need the melter up top, but we also need the heater to provide heat. You guessed it. So let's find it a temporary place. Very temporary in here, okay? You access this and you see that it needs fuel and it needs stuff to get in there. I guess I could, for now, add a chute in here because I love chutes. Chutes. Not sure about the pronunciation. I love them nonetheless. And that thing in there, right? However, the liquid will have no way of getting out of there. Speaking of liquid, yes, we have this stuff in here. So, dust, right? Crushed iron ore became 3 iron dust per ore. Now, but this in here gets added. It's not smelting because it wants heat. Let's give it some charcoal in there. Now, each one of these will become the equivalent in liquid of 3 nuggets. And as you just saw, every 3 of these is an ingot. So every 1 crushed ore is 1 ingot. So we are back at vanilla ratio. Isn't that amazing? Because otherwise it would have been really, really bad. So it actually pays off to wait. Now, we need seared casting table to cast into ingots. I could even do seared basin, but I'm not that interested. Actually, that's gonna be the only way right now. Get this out of there. Right now we have 1 block worth of iron. Okay, which is cool actually. So let's cast a block first. I forgot that we need the actual, cast to make a cast. But let's do this. And it's not a waste. It's gonna see its fair share of use. We need that, and we also need the faucet. That's it. Seared faucet. Shift, right click, it's in there. So 1 block of molten iron, right click, pours into the seared casting basin. Wait a second, let it cool, let it harden. There you go, block of iron. Amazing, it works. Okay, let's go back to make this into an ingot casting machine though. Right? So casting basin is good for entire blocks. If you don't have enough for an entire block though, you're in trouble. Now, in order to make a cast, to look at this, I write cast, you can make casts out of sand, however they are 1 use, or you can make, let's say, eternal or infinite use casts out of gold. And it's 1 ingot worth of gold to make a cast. Let's sleep real quick. Time flies by when you're playing Create Above and Beyond. So what do we need? We need 1 ingot of gold. There you go. I can also probably clear this stuff out of my inventory because I don't need all of this seared stone, bricks, whatevers. What do I need? This. And then I do need some form of ingot to sacrifice. Maybe the algal brick works. Does it? No, probably not. Doesn't show in here. I need some kind of brick to sacrifice. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 clay ball. But in here, right? I do this. Yes, amazing. I got a brick. I mean, it's not an ingot, but it's kind of ingot shaped, right? So, observe. Brick goes in there. One ingot goes in there. It melts down into liquid gold. Up. Okay, the capacity is for 9, free is 8. Okay. So it's 1 ingot worth of gold in there. You pour on top of the brick. Now, this could have been an iron ingot or even another gold ingot, but as you can see, it disappears afterwards. So it would be kind of, you know, a waste of good metal. Now we have the ingot gold cast. Let's put it back in, and let's put the iron dust back in. This should start melting. Another thing we can do is we could provide a redstone signal to this so that it constantly pours instead of raining, I guess. That was bad. What's up with the bad jokes? Now, I'm not sure if I do this, is this also gonna stop? Are chutes like susceptible, I guess? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Do I have an extra chute? Yes, I do. And I'm gonna use it to show you how we get on top of the rest of the automation. It's gonna be weird and ugly for now, but I'm gonna relocate this contraption later. I need this, which is called a chest for, you know, people in the know. And then a chute. And this should automatically get the ingots in there, and this thing, it's working. It's amazing. Don't you think? I think it's fantastic. So this is now our process. So we mine, we get the stuff we mine in there, it gets pulverized, I guess, and then we put the stuff in here, it gets smelted, and then in here becomes an ingot, and then we get in here and we do, yay, 7 ingots in all the different kind of ingots. And I may even rebuild this, maybe from up top, maybe, so that it's one big thing, you know, from top to bottom. You know, you add the crushed iron ore at the top, gets through the mill, gets through the melter, gets through the cast, and when it's done, you get maybe around here, and there's a chest, you open it, and it's full of ingots, and it's gonna be amazing. So, next up, sorry for the dramatic pauses from time to time, but I kind of had to blow my nose from time to time, because yeah, cold, you know, it's fantastic. So we got the melter, and I think we are, you know, we are blazing through stuff in relatively good time. So this is kind of automated, right? I mean, it's not crushed iron ore to ingots. I didn't do the entire thing, but I think you get the gist. I think you get how it's done, right? Now, I want to start doing this, or at least try, because if this is possible, it's gonna be amazing. Because we can skip right ahead to the good stuff for tinkers. Let's put this maybe, I don't know, here from the time being. I have an extra faucet that can stay in here. Okay. So, in order to make brass, skip ahead and make brass, we need a mechanical mixer. Mechanical mixer is andesite machine. We have one. We need a whisk. For a whisk, we need 5 iron sheets. We know how to make iron sheets. It's gonna be a second. Let's get in here. Right click in there. 1. And a 2. And a 3. And a 4. And a 5. All the annas are made and are ready, I guess. We can make the whisk. Whisk me away. And then we combine the andesite thingy with a whisk and get a mechanical mixer. Right? Right. Now, how do we do this? Oh, wait. It's not the only thing, right? I need a basin too. I need a basin to contain the molten metal. Okay. Now it is it. Okay, now this thing needs to go at a certain speed. Okay. Do I have something in here that kind of rotates at a certain speed? I mean, this is pretty okay. It's a good speed for a mixer. I could tap this one. So let's try and make maybe a couple more of those you know, the stuff that can transfer the rotational energy. Gearboxes, yes. Gear a box. You know what? Let's make a few. Right? These are always useful. I think I need... Let's see. Oh, you know what? In this case specifically, let me show you. Look at this. This machine is like the mill. It's got the little cog in there. So in this case, I did not need it like at all. Instead, I might have just used a few small, yeah, but I didn't. Let's do gears then. Small gears. Don't worry, it's not wasted. For sure, it's gonna get a use. Of course, look for small, because that's gonna tell you exactly what you need. Cogwheels. 1, 2. Okay, I think that's enough for now, at least. And this should work. Might be a little bit manual, a little bit of manual work. Should I get it from there, actually? I mean, this is too quick, right? There's no way I can get it working with this. Right? I mean, it rotates pretty quickly too. So why not? Okay. Okay, so now I only need some... Well, in the end, I need 3 blocks worth of molten copper together with just the same amount of zinc. I have prepared the powder version in advance. And here it is. This is zinc dust and this is the copper dust. I say powder, but it's dust. And there it is. Now, how much goes in a bucket? I guess a 1000 ml bucket, which I guess again it's, or at least it should be a block worth of it. Now, do this because we need. I guess I can pour directly in a bucket, can't I? Now to pour in a bucket, how much of this stuff do I need? 9 at a time? No, it's more than that, isn't it? I need the equivalent of 9 ingots. So I need 9 times 3, I need 27. So let's try with zinc first. If I put 27 zinc powder in here, and it melts, and it's night, of course, right when I need to look at the thing, turns into night, and bad guys start spawning. So this is 4 ingots, then 5 ingots, then guess what? 6. And this 1 block worth of molten zinc should fit snugly into this bucket. Let's see. Let's try. It's pouring. It's going in. I mean, it's going at It went down. I was worried for a second, but it is in fact a molten zinc bucket. Fantastic, amazing. Okay, let's get it in here. I think the basin can hold both this and also the copper. I hope. So, it was like 27, right? That's 24, that's 27. Copper dust should result. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. I'm an idiot. There is more molten zinc in there. What have I done? What have I... Was it not 27? I mean, each copper dust in there... And isn't 1,000 millibuckets the equivalent? I don't know. I don't know, but now I need to do something with this molten zinc, I guess. I could... maybe... Could get this temporarily in here. The only problem is that then I cannot move it, right? What? Okay, what if I cast all I can? Right? Yes, with this in here. And then it's just... There's just like a few millibuckets in there. I think. Yeah, see? Okay. It's not a big deal. If that gets wasted, it's not a huge problem. But I guess I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing with copper, right? Let's start with... So, 3 is gonna be 1... That's 1 ingot, right? Oh, I know what happened. There must have been more zinc powder in there. However, let's do it like this, like 1 ingot at a time. 3 more. Melt. 4, it's not ready. I think it's safe to assume that I can do 2 more. So it would be at the very least 4. See, that would 3 ingots, 4 ingots, and it needs more, right? So this would be 6 when all of this is done. 5 and 6, and it's not done. Seven. What? Since when a bucket is 7 ingots and some milli buckets? I thought there was some form of, you know, correspondence in there. But anyway, yeah, and we got this problem again when where I pour one of that, and then that's, you know, it's just a smidge and get wasted, which is sad. And I think the cast went in there, but not a big deal. Now, the real thing, I guess, question is, will the basin accept this? Oh my god, it's happening. It's mixing it up. It's gonna make brass. It takes a while. It's also kind of a messy process. Look at all the square droplets of molten metal flying around. This is dangerous. I mean, this must be the reason why a bucket of copper plus a bucket of zinc in the end becomes just one bucket of brass instead of two buckets. I mean, bloody half of the molten metal flows to the ground. Sheesh, it takes a while. There you go. I scoop it up and it's well, a bucket of molten brass, right? I think I can do this. Bloop. Fantastic. So it's actually 6 ingots, 8 nuggets, and 8 millibuckets worth of the thing. Well, pour it. So I can probably find a better way of doing this. And especially if I can place the melter right against the basin. Oh, this is the... No, really? Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is just so bad. I can cast this and it's missing like a smidge of brass. You live and you learn. Okay, let's try and do the entire thing differently. Let's remove the heater. Remove the melter. And remove faucet. Okay? Now. Okay, now I wish I had done this with more space in between. But. Should fit. Let's see. Heater in there. Melter in there. And I think, since this is a technically empty space, I should be able to do this. And pour it directly in there. Right? And now what I can do is do zinc. Of course it needs some form of fuel. And this in the end might be even better. Let's get a bunch of charcoal. Well, that's coal, not charcoal, but you'll get it. But a bunch in there. So it's gonna melt, right? That's like 1 ingot. Then we can do this, and it goes directly in. Then we do this. 1 ingot goes in. Ooh, that works. That is something. And I guess, can I attach a faucet to this guy? I guess I need to move you for a sec. Wait, no. Give it back. We're slowly sinking in molten brass. Oh, hello, fishes. Why am I going down here? I didn't necessarily needed that. What I wanted to know is, can I attach a faucet in here and then cast directly? Faucet. But wait, stay here. Faucet. And then this contraption here. Oh no! I wasted it. It's okay. It's okay. Live and you learn. In there with this. Oh my gosh, it works! And it's night and I need to sleep. What? It's not night? What are you talking about? Is night now? No. Is it night now? Nope. What about now? No. Look, there's creepers accumulating everywhere. Let me sleep. I don't even know who decides that I cannot sleep during the day. Come on. I mean, I'm sick too. Like, let me sleep during the day. I need it. I need it. Look at that brass ingot. Amazing. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna edit this part out while I procure myself something like 3 blocks of brass. Okay, I managed to get this is roughly, 1 block and a little bit But I just wanted to say, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, but the thing is, if you want to do it this way, definitely do it like maybe 2 or 3 ingots at a time, because if you want to do an entire block in here and pour it, that's okay. Then the next, block worth of the other metal doesn't go in here, and that's probably an issue with the faucet that sees that there's already a block worth of metal in there and refuses to pour. So I tried scooping up some with a bucket, then putting it back in, but the ratios got all screwed up, and I ended up having to remove a number of odd or partial ingots from here, and that's not funny. So, as you can see, I also have like several partial things in here that I now need to consider. For example, this is like 18 plus 6, I guess, which is like 22, which is the equivalent of this. So if I wanted, like, I should do like copper should be like this plus this. Let's see, this is the equivalent of 2 ingots, right? And I can also do this now. So this is 2 ingots of copper. So if I do it slowly like this, and 2 ingots of zinc, this shouldn't mess anything, right? This should result in 2 clean ingots of brass. But if you try and do too much, and then it doesn't pour all at once, it gets messy. Okay, let's see, 1, done, and 2. Okay, and there's nothing inside, so maybe 2 or 3 ingots at a time, which by the way means 6 total in there, because 3 copper and 3 zinc, that's probably gonna work. More than that, you're gonna waste some. So give me a second and I'll do the rest and I'll be back. And with this, it should be the last of the brass ingots. And we should be able to get in here and do this. And this, my friends, are 3 blocks of brass, which combined with an incredible number of bricks from here. I think we need 5 seared bricks, if I remember correctly. Now becomes what? Oh, wait a second. They changed the recipe? Oh no. Coursed, polished. Wait a sec. No. Surely I can't do that. Come on. Oh yeah. Oof. You can also use scorched, but you don't need to. Seared is more than enough. Now look at that. We managed to do the Tinker's Anvil before the standard array of the other thingamabobs. Dang, that is really, really nice indeed. I think now I definitely need to go ahead and do the rest. Let's see, how much time? Wow, this is already like an hour, but I guess maybe it's a little bit less of an hour. So, fairly quickly now. Let's make the standard, array of Tinker's equipment, Let's get the patterns. You probably know this stuff, right? Patterns, then with the pattern you can make the thingy for which I need a log. Get some logs. 60, it's more than enough, probably, right? We need a crafting station and the Tinker station, and it's probably it, right? Do this and this, because in here, oh no, I need the pattern something stations. No, crafting station is okay. Part builder. Yes, part builder in there. Okay, now I have everything because I can put my things in there. Okay, so what do we want to make? I think the very first thing we need is a pickaxe. So, stone pickaxe head that we're gonna use to make a cast that we're gonna cast most probably in iron for now. Then I might want a tool handle and a binding. Okay, so stone pickaxe head. This is probably gonna be iron. However, give me a second because I want to quickly review and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna do it. Pick head, right? I'm gonna do this, review what I can have right now in terms of metals, and I'm gonna see the various, holding shift, you can see the stats. So for example, iron. Where's iron? This is iron. You see? Durability is 250, mining level is iron, speed is 6. Whereas copper, where's copper? Durability 210, mining speed 6.5. So I'm gonna look at all this stuff and understand if iron is the best thing to do. While I do that though, I think I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna combine a book with a pattern, and then that gives me materials and new. And this book should also tell us about modifiers. It wasn't modifiers. I wanted something else, not modifiers, but tier 1 materials maybe? Wood, stone, bone, flint, string, vine. No, I need the upgraded version of this. I need puny smelting, I think. Oh, 1 grout. Okay, I guess I'm gonna make more grout. Oh wait, I have a ton of grout. Don't need to make more. I have grout for days. Okay, puny smelting. Can you tell me about tier 2 materials? Iron. Okay, because sturdy. Made from the strongest iron. What does it need? Blood bone, silver, slime chain. There's no explanation about what sturdy means. I guess it's something like the enchantment, the one that makes it so not every time you mine it takes durability damage. Like for example, copper has dwarven. Tool mines faster the deeper you mine. Just don't mine too deep. Makes sense. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have an iron tool rod, a copper head, because really the difference between 210 and 250 is not that big of a deal. I only need to choose the binding. Let's see, maybe there's a good candidate for bindings in tier 1 materials even. Yeah, I think wood, because it makes it easier to repair. So I guess the wood part I'm gonna make in here. Okay, now I can do with temporary cast. So let me take a piece of sand. Piece of sand turns into 4 blank sand, sand, casts, those things. Now we need to snag the smelter back again and place it outside. Okay, with the melter reconstructed, what I want to do is, for the head, I placed a stone pickaxe head in there, and then no, it's the other way around. So, blank cast in there, then stone head in there, which gets sucked down in there, which is okay. And then, I think we said copper, right? So, for copper, I need 1 of this. Is it 1 or 2? Pick 2. Grind them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Melts even more. Okay, it was 2 ingots. And it's done. And we have a copper pickaxe head. Then I want a iron tool rod, so we get the sturdy modifier. No, iron, of course. Iron. And I think it's 1 for the tool rod. I don't think it needs more than that. Let's see. Wait. No, I lost power. We're losing power. Give it coal. Come on. That's done. Amazing. Then we can come in here and we can do, give me a pickaxe. This, and this. And this is a pickaxe that is cultivated, dwarven, piercing, and sturdy. There you go. This is amazing. Now, we are not done yet because I did all of this just so that I could apply the luck modifier to it. So, for the luck modifier to work, I need 2 blocks of lapis. Then I need 2 blue flowers. Oh god, do I have 2 blue flowers? I think I collected like either cornflowers or... Oh yes, I have a blue orchid. Should work. And what else? It was like 2 copper ingots, right? Ow. Dang it, I need another copper ingot. Oh, I have one. I have one. I have one. So, should be like this, and like this. And this is a lucky copper pickaxe. Now, I can do even better, and I will, I promise, but for now, I just want to use it for a second before I close this episode, because I want to show you what happens if we actually get 2 crushed ores by mining 1 block, because that's the entire thing, right? I don't want to spend too much time mining. I did all of this just so that I can spend less time mining. So let's go down here. Let's find a nice little block of ore waiting for us, like this iron. Now, it's not 100% chance, so could be 1, could be 2. Okay, that's... I don't have any crushed ore on me, and that is 1. Try again. That was 1. Look at that! Look at that! I just went from 2 to 4. Amazing! Our copper pickaxe, our lucky copper pickaxe, just doubled that block of iron for me. I win. Guys, I win. Pack is done. Create. Above and beyond. We went above and beyond expectations. And that's it. Now, of course, there's a lot ahead of us. There's also a lot that I wanted to do in this episode, but I guess we need to wait for the next one. I think behind the scenes, or off camera, I can do more strainers. Look at that. All of that for doing almost nothing. So I can make like maybe 4 strainers in there to collect sand and clay. And then I can rearrange all of these. And I can probably make maybe a small room in here, maybe. Yeah, that sounds nice. And I want to put the mixer in there, right? This thing. We have a faucet stuck in there. But I think it went inside, didn't it? Yep. And I can put it, like, you know, in the space of its own with 2 melters. Wait, no, I cannot do that because they cannot share the space for the... Maybe I can use seared canals though to move the molten metals. Look at that. Seared channels, sorry. Because I want to set it up so that I can more easily make brass in the future should I need it. Yeah, so that's another thing I can do off camera, and then I'll show you the build in the next episode, of course. What else? I guess I want to wait. I want to wait for resin, right? Because we need to make the resin collector thingy, and we can start that next time. And also next time, I think I want to pay more attention to the quest, because I inadvertently, satisfied the requirements for this. I bred 10 animals. I actually did more, and this gives us coins. But what I want to do is getting a profession, like farmer or miner, and I want to buy the, where is it? The shipment machine, which is called the trading station, and I want to start really playing around with the coins and basically trading for stuff instead of grinding for it, which I think would be amazing. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!